Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my Premiership predictions. My first one of 2023. We start with tonight's match, Villa versus Leeds. Villa so far have won 6, lost 8. Leeds, they've won 4 and lost 8. At the moment, Leeds are 14th, Villa are 11th. In this one, I'm going to go for Villa. Villa 2, Leeds... Leeds 1. Villa to win, 2-1. Manchester United versus Manchester City, the Manchester derby. At the moment, Manchester United, they are 4th. To say that the start they had of the season. Of course, Manchester City, they're 2nd at the moment. Manchester United, they've won the last 11 and lost 4. Manchester City won 12 and lost 2. In this one, I'm going to go for Manchester United to win. I'm going to go for a United win. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0. Brighton versus Liverpool. Brighton are 8th and Liverpool are 7th. Brighton so far have won 8 and lost 6, whereas Liverpool have won 8 and lost 5. I can't see Liverpool finishing in the top 4 or in the top 6 at the way things are going at the moment, but the way things are going. But you never know. There's still quite a few matches, very few matches to go before the end of the season. In this one, I'm going to go for Brighton 1, Liverpool 2. Liverpool to win, 2-1. Everton versus Southampton. Well, Everton are in all sort of trouble at the moment. Everton are 18th and Southampton are bottom. You can see why Everton are in such a mess. I don't think, if results don't start to improve, I can't see Frank Lampard being there much longer. The way things are going, the Everton fans won't put up with this much longer. As for Southampton, they're in the same position. They have a new manager, Nathan Jones, although they did pull off a cup shock in the week against Manchester City. This one, I'm going to go for Everton 1, Southampton 0. Everton to win 1-0. Nottingham Forest versus Leicester City. This is an East Midlands derby. Forest so far have won 4, lost 9. Leicester have won 5 and lost 11, of course. And Leicester are 13th. Whereas Forest are 15th. Could Nottingham Forest get out of avoid relegation? But you never know. You can understand why Forest and Leicester are struggling. Forest only winning 4 and Leicester also only winning 5. You can see why they're both struggling this season. In this one, I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest to win. Nottingham Forest 1, Leicester 0. Wolves versus West Ham. Well, Wolves are 19th and West Ham are 17th. Look, Wolves have only won 3 and they've lost 10. You can see why Wolves are where they are. And West Ham are the same. They've won 4 and lost 11. There's quite a difference in from last season when West Ham were in the top 4 at one time, and of course they finished in the top 6. And of course Wolves need the points as well. In this one, I'm going to go for Wolves 1, West Ham 0. Wolves to win 1-0. Brentford, versus Bournemouth. Brentford are 9th and Bournemouth are 16th. And of course, Bournemouth are struggling at the moment. They were one of my tips to go down. I think they might go down this season, Bournemouth. I did tip them too at the start of the season. Brentford have won 6, lost 4, whereas Bournemouth have only won 4 and lost 10. You can see why where Bournemouth are struggling. In this one, I'm going to go for Brentford 2, Bournemouth 0. Brentford to win 2-0. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Well, of course, Chelsea are 10th at the moment, Crystal Palace are 12th. And there's all sorts of problems going on at Chelsea. With Graham Potter being there, I don't think he's going to be there much longer at Chelsea. All they keep saying is give him a chance. Well, he's had long enough. If they lose tomorrow, I think that'll be it. He'll be gone. Chelsea so far have won 7, lost 7. It's just not. It isn't good enough. The Chelsea fans expect them to be in at least the top 6. And Crystal Palace, they won 6 and lost 7. In this one, I'm gonna go for Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 2. Crystal Palace to win 2-1. Newcastle versus Fulham. Oof. Well, Newcastle are 3rd and Fulham, they're 6th. I did predict at the start of the season that Fulham would be one of the teams to go down, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be. It looks like I'm going to stay up. It's going to take an almighty collapse for them to go back down, which I don't think they will by the looks of it. Newcastle have won 9 and lost 1. Fulham won 9 and lost 6. This one I'm going to go for Newcastle 0, Fulham 0. I'm going to go for a draw. Tottenham versus Arsenal. Tottenham at the moment 5th and Arsenal are top. Tottenham have won the last 10, lost 5. Arsenal have won 14 and only lost 1. Of course, this one being a London derby. I think this one will probably be a draw. I'm going to go for Tottenham 1, Arsenal 1. Into next week's matches. Crystal Palace versus Man United. This one, I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2. Manchester United to win 2-1. Manchester City versus Tottenham. This one I'm going to go for Manchester City 2, Tottenham 3. Tottenham to beat Manchester City 3-2. Well, that's the end of my predictions for the Premiership. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another video.